Did you know your personal financial information isn't as private as you think? Right now, credit bureaus, companies you trust with your data, are selling it to anyone who wants to buy it without your permission. I'm David Piatek, and today we're exposing an alarming truth. Your data is being sold, and you're paying the price in harassing phone calls, spam emails, and endless texts. If you've ever applied for a home loan and suddenly found yourself inundated with offers from strangers, you're not alone. This practice is called mortgage trigger leads. It's legal, but let me ask you, is it ethical? Now, me doing this for a living, I purchased a property last year in December, and it is unbelievably annoying when you get hundreds of phone calls, and that can be in one day. I think this practice should stop, but let's kind of have a conversation around it and let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment down below if you had this happen to you, and was there a way that you can stop it? Because it seems like it continues for years, because it's been 1 year since I bought my place and I'm still getting this. Now, this is the thing. Lawmakers claim that they're working to protect you, but if the government says they're protecting your privacy, maybe you should be considered. Why? Because behind closed doors, credit bureaus, the same companies profiting from selling your information, are lobbying Congress to weaken the protections that they say they're putting in place. So let's break this down. Right now, there's a bill in Congress called the Homebuyers Privacy Protection Act. This bill proposes a simple, consumer-friendly solution. Stop all unsolicited communication unless you explicitly opt in. No phone calls, no spam texts, no junk mail. For the first time, it would put the consumer in control of their own information. Sounds good, right? Well, there's a catch. Credit bureaus don't want this bill to pass as it stands. Instead, they're pushing for a watered down version. I think this whole thing is mind blowing, because really it is crazy, annoying, and if you have PTSD or some kind of stressor, this just makes this even worse, right? So they're proposing a so-called compromise. So in their version, companies would only have to stop phone calls, but they'd still be allowed to bombard you with emails, text, and letters. What's even worse, they're asking for a 2-year grace period to implement these changes. So I think that's, again, what these companies are asking for is way too much. Just stopping it makes life so much easier. But there's 2 more years of your data being sold, 2 more years of harassment. Does that sound like real privacy to you guys? And the thing is, like, when they do sell this information, how they sell it has changed over time. But again, the information they put on there, I think, is very damaging to consumers and their privacy. Now, the credit bureaus are selling this compromise as a win for consumers. They argue that allowing written offers, they'll maintain a competitive market, a market where you can shop around for better mortgage deals. But let's be honest, are hundreds of unsolicited messages really helping you save money, or are they just lining their pockets with profits from selling your information? This is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Every time your credit is pulled for a mortgage application, your data becomes a commodity. Credit bureaus pack it up and sell it to lenders, insurance company, or anyone else looking to buy, and they do this without even asking for consent. So think about this for a second. You didn't give permission, you didn't sign up for this, but your information is being sold anyways. And now these same credit bureaus want to convince lawmakers that they're the ones protecting you. Does that really sound right to you? I don't think so. The impact on consumers is enormous. Borrowers report receiving hundreds, sometimes thousands of calls and texts and emails within days of applying for a mortgage. It's overwhelming, it's intrusive, and downright predatory. Imagine trying to focus on home buying when your phone is ringing nonstop. This is what one consumer recently says. I applied for a mortgage, and within seconds, my phone was ringing nonstop. I didn't know who to trust or how these people even got my information. I felt like an invasion of privacy. 100%. I'll be talking to people on the phone. We'll be looking at their credit report. We just pulled it, and all of a sudden they're like, why am I getting phone calls that are coming through? Right? And in the current version of the Homebuyers Privacy Protection Act would stop abuse in its tracks. It shifts the system from an opt-out model where you have to take extra steps to stop these offers to an opt-in model where companies can't contact you unless you give them explicit permission. It's a simple change, but it makes a big difference. Now, here is the bottom line. Your privacy matters. Your peace of mind matters. Don't let credit bureaus and lobbyists convince you otherwise. The government and big corporations may say they have your back, but let's be real, your data is their payday. They're not protecting you, they're protecting their profits. So what can you do to protect yourself? First, take immediate action by going and visiting optoutprescreen.com. Again, optoutprescreen.com. I'm also going to link that down below. Now, what this website does is it lets you stop pre-screened offers at the source. It's quick, easy, and it's free. Second, support strong consumer protections. Let your representatives in Congress know where you stand with the original version of the Homebuyers Privacy Protection Act. And finally, stay informed. Credit bureaus count on you not paying attention, so prove them wrong. Another part that you guys want to definitely be able to check out is to go to donotcall.gov and register yourself. Because at the end of the day, you guys deserve to have as much control over your information as possible. And I can't stress enough that if you're thinking about getting into home ownership, go to these websites, right? Optoutprescreen.com, donotcall.gov. At least, I would say a minimum of a week from the time that you want to apply. Because once that happens, though, you're going to start getting phone calls. And this is the thing. This still happens to me today. So from that time when I bought last December, I still get a ton of phone calls on it every day asking me to refinance or, hey, if I want to buy a home. And again, I didn't even put my information into for them to solicit out. So for them telling me that I need to opt out of something and not opt in, right, I think that's kind of crazy. And the other part to this is that when you think about do these lending companies make it more competitive, or let's say the argument is that them soliciting you gives you some type of competitive edge. And this is something that I talk about a lot, is if people are spending more money and more resources in order to help you, you have to pay for that because now they have to hire call centers. They have to buy these leads. And again, that all translates to a higher cost for consumers to be able to do it. Not only that, and I did recent videos about this, is that there's a lot of mortgage scams out there. A lot of bait and switch that happens. So much so that like the Federal Trade Commission came out with a video with an article encouraging consumers to be very vigilant about what's going on. And again, you guys can check out the channel. We have a ton of videos around how to take financial control of your finances, how to become a homeowner at whatever stage in life you're in. All of this is very relevant in where we sit today. So please make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys soon.